The operation was a complete success.
I gave the big sigh of relief.
Now, the healing process might be a little painful, so he'll need to take it easy for about a week. And no vacuum cleaners, especially around the genitals.
I warned him that the vacuum cleaner is very powerful and should never be used sexually. He could return to business as usual.
As long as business does not involve a vacuum. Case closed. Another day, another penis saved.
Yeah, that's a good job, Doc.
Hi, I'm Dr. Valenti. So, what brings you to the ER today? I can tell he's really hesitant, he's really embarrassed. And I explained to him over and over again that I need to know. In order for me to help you, I need to know exactly what's going on, exactly what hurts, and what the problem is. Look, I promise, no matter what the problem is, I've probably seen it before. The wife seems anxious, she seems nervous, but at the same time, she seems a little bit angry and annoyed as well.
Okay, what's going on here? Are we all fixed?
Actually, we were just getting started. Then the wife starts telling me how we gotta get this fixed now.
Oh my God. Okay, look, I am planning my parents' 40th wedding anniversary tonight.
She said that she basically had to be at her parents' anniversary dinner in a couple hours, and they both needed to be there. They were the hosts.
I have 150 guests coming in by 4:30. Are we gonna make it or not?
I understand your parents have a big anniversary dinner, but I need to know what the problem is.
Okay, it happened this morning. Marcus was sleeping and I was in the mood.
So she tells me that she woke him up and she wanted to have sex.
Marcus.
What?
He was still half asleep, but she was pretty aggressive in waking him up. And he went to grab a bottle of lube. In his groggy, half-awoken state of mind, he grabbed the wrong tube.
Something's wrong.
I know, something's very wrong.
Wrong tube? What was in the tube? He tells me that the night before he was fixing his lamp next to his bed and he left the superglue tube on the nightstand.
Oh, you fixed it.
And it just happened to be next to his tube of lubrication.
You're so handy.
He just said in his sleepy slumber, you know, he was trying to be quick to the draw and apparently went a little too fast.
Something's wrong.
I know, something's very wrong.
No, babe. Babe, my hand is stuck.
And voila, his hand became stuck to his penis.
What are you talking about?
Talk about my hand is stuck.
Well, let's take a look and see what we're dealing with. So this is the first time I've actually had a hand glued to a penis before.
Oh my God.
This was a large amount of skin that was affixed together.
You can fix that, right?
There wasn't just a small amount of glue. It wasn't just one finger. It was, in fact, his entire palm and all his fingers, which were tightly affixed to his genitals.
Oh, great. That's my sister. I'm supposed to be getting ready with her right now.
So she's asking me, what options do we have? How can we get his hand removed? So I ended up looking up how to remove superglue. Looks like everyone's saying the same thing. There are a few different options. The fastest way to dissolve this type of glue is nail polish remover with acetone. Do we have any of that here?
I'm sure one of the girls must have some. I'll check.
Great. The problem with that is that when you dump acetone on top of a wound that is partially opened, it's incredibly painful.
Quickest option? Great.
It's not an option.
Just the look in his eyes, when I told him that, I could tell he didn't want to go down that route.
What are my other options, Doc?
The penis is one of the most highly innervated and sensitive organs in the body. The other options are hot soapy water.
Well, how hot?
Well, pretty hot. And probably the least painful option, but the most inconvenient, would be just waiting for the outer layer of skin to just fall off on its own.
Well, how long would that take?
Well, it's hard to say. It could take 2 to 3 days, and that's with bed rest.
2 to 3 days? Really? Okay, Marcus, we are going to this party together with me on your free arm.
She is more concerned about making the dinner than his level of comfort or the fact that he's in excruciating pain because his hand's super glued to his penis.
Hi, Daddy.
After realizing how irate his wife is, he says,
Screw it, Doc. Let's just go with the acetone. Let's just get this over with.
well, as long as you understand that that could be really painful, then all right, let's do it.
Nothing. No one here even wears nail polish.
Unfortunately, we've got bad news. We don't have any acetone in the emergency department. So then I asked the nurse to have security go out to the drugstore and go get some nail polish remover that contained acetone.
It is now 12:22. If I am not in my dress with curlers in my hair by 1:30, we are gonna have major problems.
What about the hot and soapy water, Doc? How long will that take?
The fact that we didn't have the quick, easy solution right in front of us, which was acetone, we had to go to plan B, which was hot soapy water. Well, that could take 20 minutes. It could take 2 hours. There's really no way to know.
Whatever. Let's just do it, okay?
The wife calls her mom, and she tells her mom to bring all their clothes for the party to the emergency department so they can get dressed.
Ash, what did you just do?
This was definitely a first for me.
We have the hot soapy water.
First, we tried to get a basin, and we filled it up with hot soapy water. So what we're gonna need you to do is we need you to immerse everything in the hot soapy water. We don't have a great way to immerse him, so we had to use some creativity.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll over. And we put the container of hot soapy water right on the bed.
Good job, Marcus. Now lower down. Can you lower down anymore?
I can't.
Unfortunately, it just wasn't working. We might have to try the acetone after all.
I'll go check on it.
I can't believe you guys don't have a tub here. What kind of hospital is this? Ow!
Look, we have acetone.
Oh, thank God.
So the nurse busts into the room and she says, I've got it. I've got the acetone.
But your parents are here.
What? No.
Ashley, what the hell's going on here?
Daddy, go easy.
What?
Marcus got his hand stuck to his penis. There. Can we move on?
Of all the stupid things you've ever done.
Daddy, stop.
Yeah, now there's, multiple family members in the room. There's lots of tension, and I'm just feeling like
Can you help me with this?
I didn't sign up for this.
What I wouldn't give to be back at the spa right now.
Wait, that gives me an idea. Let's get as many towels as we can. Suddenly it dawned on me how to make the basin work.
You've really done it this time, Marcus.
A massage table. That would be perfect.
Maybe one more.
And we build up a little pad above and around the basin so that we can lay the patient flat comfortably and his hand can be in the basin. All right,
Nice and slow.
After we got him positioned in the bed, I said, let me know if you feel your hand coming off.
Can't we just do the acetone and be done with this?
Please, Dad, give the boy a break.
You can tell that he almost wants to see his son-in-law in pain. Considering all the possible options and Marcus's wishes, this is the right thing to do. Let's give it some time and hope for the best. Only time would tell. So I went back and I started seeing other patients. Well, I come in about an hour later to check on him, and the wife was turning our emergency department room into a dressing room.
Haven't we tried this long enough?
They're ready to go to the party, and he's still waiting to try and see if his hand's gonna come off.
What about that nail polish remover? The painful option.
Daddy, relax. We have enough time. Not a lot, though. How are you, honey?
Fortunately, my job and my obligation is with the patient, so regardless of what the family wants and what the father-in-law wants, we're going forward with what the patient wants. If this doesn't work in time, get ready to call security because it's not gonna be pretty.
Speak of the devil.
Dr. Valenti, I think it's working.
So after about 2 hours, the wife comes out and she tells me that he feels like his hand's coming off finally. Really?
Yes.
Okay. And so we walk back in the room, and to my surprise, his hand's free.
Come on, honey, let's go. You better not be late, young man.
He had actually pulled his hand completely off and removed it.
Look, Doc, no hands.
Looks good. And the excess glue should wear off in the next couple days. I just told the patient that he needed to apply antibiotic ointment on it twice a day to prevent any infection from the areas that, had small abrasions.
Okay, so we're good.
We're good. For all intents and purposes, he was ready. He was ready to party.
Show him. We've waited far too long as it is.
May I take a look? I could see that his penis was stuck inside a zipper. It was big, red, had a large pus pocket, and the side of the shaft of his penis was caught in his zipper.
It looks like this has been stuck for some time. How did you manage to do this?
He was relieving himself, and he went to zip up, and certain things got in the way.
Now my manhood is being strangled.
How long has it been stuck like this?
Well,
going on 6 hours.
I couldn't imagine waiting that long to come to the emergency room. Why didn't you come in sooner?
We're the stars of a summer production of Romeo and Juliet.
We hosted 2 sold-out performances today, and I was center stage at both.
Don't you have an understudy for something like this?
Understudy? No, I can't imagine anyone else but me playing opposite my lovely Juliet.
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to a tending ear.
Romeo, I would have clocked to march I send to thee.
At the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
We'll get you comfortable and we'll get this all sorted out. There may not be enough pain medicine in the world to make him comfortable, but I was going to try to get his penis out from his zipper. So is your pain subsiding now?
I'm pleased to say that it is.
Good, because I'm going to give it a go to try to move your penis from your zipper. You should brace yourself. When I attempt to unzip his penis, he let out one of the most terrifying screams I've ever heard. It's still too early to determine if there's going to be any permanent damage. I'm sorry, but it is really locked in there. I'm afraid we're not going to be able to do this the easy way.
It's okay.
That was the easy way?
Doctor, all that pulling, it's not going to damage the goods, is it?
I started to wonder whether there was more of a relationship off stage as there was on stage.
I have to know, Doc. What might be the worst case scenario?
The worst case scenario is that you have a Fournier's gangrene, which requires a penectomy.
Penectomy?
Penectomy is the surgical removal of the penis. Fournier's gangrene is the flesh-eating bacteria that can rapidly spread throughout the skin and is commonly seen in infections of the genitals.
You're saying he could lose everything? I thought you said that this could be treated.
It's very unlikely that this is actually going to turn into a Fournier's gangrene, but he was asking me for the worst case scenario. Please, calm down. He asked for the worst case scenario. As I was describing this surgical procedure to the couple, we immediately heard a booming voice.
Boy!
And I can tell the couple recognized this voice and were not at all happy that that person was there.
This shall not excuse the injuries that thou hast done me.
Richard, quick, stop them in their tracks. Remember, that which happens in the dressing room stays in the dressing room. Traitorous Richard. He longs for my Juliet. I'd rather face him in a duel than let him have her.
It's Nathan. He zipped his penis.
He did what?
Oh my God.
I'm doomed. They'll never let me live it down.
I feel really awful for the guy now that his friends know what's going on.
Doctor, please offer me some happy news. If we proceed with surgery, will I still be able to perform?
It depends on nerve damage and how much tissue I may have to excise. And in this case, I couldn't tell by physical exam whether the abscess involved the nerves of his penis. It's also possible you may end up with a curvature to your penis.
No, I can't have any permanent damage. You see, Juliet and I are not just lovers on stage. We're lovers off stage as well. If I can't satisfy the needs of my sweet Rose, then I'm sure Richard will. I can hear them gossip. I'm gonna be a laughingstock.
I can't keep them out much longer. They insist on seeing you.
At this stage, I definitely knew there was something more going on, and I knew that Juliet was definitely involved.
The doctor says if we proceed with surgery, there might be permanent damage.
Permanent damage? All because of me?
It was just an accident. Blaming yourself does no one any good.
Okay, so why don't you two just level with me and tell me exactly how this happened? The couple was being deceptive, and it certainly wasn't helping matters.
This injury did not occur as I relieved myself. The truth is a little more involved.
"15 minutes, everyone. Bravo, by the way. Excellent first half."
Juliet and I took advantage of intermission to sate our carnal passions.
Oh, Juliet.
Oh, Romeo.
Oh, Juliet.
5 minutes to... Oh, my God.
Please leave us!
For crying out loud, you two. We've got to get on stage. Zip it up. Come on. Oh.
I assumed you'd lock the door.
Dressing room, I assumed you locked the door.
All right, come on. Come on. All right. So Oh my God!
So now I totally understand why Juliet was so worried about Romeo's penis.
Oh my God. Okay, your understudy will just go on for you.
No, I won't hear of it.
Places, everyone, places!
Yes!
I cannot abandon my two greatest loves, you and the stage.
Oh my God,
The
Romeo.
show must go on.
I couldn't possibly imagine how he continued to act on stage for 6 hours and having the excruciating pain that he had.
Swear by thy gracious self, which is the God of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of my love's faithful vow for mine.
I was now more focused on how I was going to get him out of this situation as opposed to how he got into this situation.
I regret that I informed Richard of your predicament, but he and the cast are not here to ridicule, rather to lend support.
So they all know the truth?
Yes.
I can't be more embarrassed than I already am. Just bring them in.
I wanted to get my patient fixed up soon, but the longer we waited, the more the infection would rage and would increase his risk for further damage.
How are you feeling?
Good.
Because the zipper broke the skin of his penis, he developed an abscess. And since he waited so long, time was not on our side.
We need to get you to surgery fast. If we don't, you could lose your penis. Let's see if the infection is getting any worse.
What is that?
I already felt terrible that this guy had his penis caught in a zipper, and now I feel even worse that the whole entire cast had a view of his Franken beans.
I have seen many wounds, but never equal to this. The performance you have through such pain. You've shown a true dedication to your craft.
And a true dedication to my Juliet. You may not know this, but Liz and I are lovers on stage and off.
I explained to the couple that time is of the essence, as the longer we wait for surgery, the worse this infection can get.
Promise me you'll await my return.
Yes. Forever, my love.
Wish me well until we meet again.
Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say goodnight till it be morrow.
So during surgery, I was able to cut the zipper out from his penis.
So how are you doing?
As well as one might expect after a neuropnectomy.
Well, thankfully we didn't have to go that far.
The infection was quite superficial, and we didn't have to remove much skin, and as a result, his nerve was spared.
I'm happy to say that the zipper missed both of your penile nerves, and you ought to be fine. You just need to continue a strong course of antibiotics to kill the infection.
So my love's family jewels made it through without serious damage?
I'd say he's going to be okay. In all my years of urology, I've never seen an injury like this before.
When you think you've seen everything, something new comes along and it never gets old. He's holding on very gingerly to the vacuum hose and appears to be very anxious and in a lot of pain.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you, baby.
He gave her a look at one point, which said to me apparently there was something more going on. The vacuum hose was attached to his penis and his left testicle was trapped inside. I'm concerned about testicular rupture due to trauma. That would affect fertility as well as hormone production. I realize we're not dealing with just an ordinary vacuum cleaner hose. There's some coil inside, which is industrial grade metal and obviously very sturdy. That ups the ante considerably.
I'm concerned that there's a hematoma here cutting off circulation.
We only have a period of 6 hours to save the testicle or else gangrene sets in.
What does that mean?
Means that the circulation to the testicle has been cut off and it may die and would have to be removed.
What?
So how did this happen?
Well, I came home and found him this way.
You found me?
He was trying to use the vacuum cleaner, and he's never used it before, so.
This was a huge mistake. I'm sorry.
I can't get it off.
She tried to help him take the hose off of his genitals, but nothing worked.
We have to go to the hospital.
The hospital? They'll think we're crazy.
I'm sure they've seen worse, right?
How long has he been this way?
Maybe 2 hours?
This means we only have 4 hours to save the testicle.
I can't believe he was playing with it.
That's not what happened.
I know, honey, but these things happen.
I had a strong suspicion I wasn't getting the whole story from this couple. When I examined his genital region, I see swelling and bruising. The scrotal sac could be compromised, and of course the penis could be suffering injury as well.
At this point, there's only one option.
We gotta cut it off. My penis!
No, he's talking about the hose, not your penis.
What? You're not breaking my Power Master 5000.
The wife seems to be more concerned about the vacuum than her husband.
Will insurance buy me a new vacuum cleaner?
I highly doubt that.
You don't want to wreck your vacuum, but it's okay to embarrass me to death?
I'm thinking, I suspect there's a little bit more going on here than meets the eye.
Fine, just get it over with. But gentle.
Okay, it's time to start cutting.
I love you.
Even without a penis?
Reluctantly, he agreed to have the procedure performed. This is not the first time that I've cut an object off the penis. In fact, I recall one case where a man had his genitals trapped in a thick metal ring, and I had to call the fire department to bring a pair of heavy bolt cutters to set him free.
Dan, the ring is off.
So I have some expertise in this area. I attempted to cut through the vacuum hose with a cast cutter. No luck. I tried to cut through the hose with trauma shears. No success. All we did was shake the hose around and cause the patient a lot more pain. I need to come up with a creative solution. I called the hospital engineer and see what he could do to help me.
All right, what's the... Oh, Doc. You have to start warning me about these situations.
Not enough time. We were using the trauma shears, the cast cutter, and nothing was working. Do you have anything sharper?
We only have about 2 hours before the testicle will be at risk for gangrene.
Doc, the hose is too twisted for any tools that I have.
How are we going to save my manhood?
Every now and then, I'm forced to think way outside the box for a creative solution, and this was one of those now and thens. I sent my resident Chris to the hardware store to get a diamond-tipped saw blade.
Doc, this is unbearable. Can I get some pain meds?
Ted, I have Nurse Ted give him something to relax him.
Okay, great.
Chris comes back with the diamond-tipped saw blade. I begin cutting the vacuum hose with the saw.
You did it again, Doc.
Success. Everyone heaves a great sigh of relief, but our celebration is short-lived. It's clear that his genitals are swollen, they're bruised, they really look to be in poor shape.
I'm worried we may not have gotten it off in time.
I call for the ultrasound machine and Nurse Ted brings it to the bedside.
There's a hematoma of the penis, but that doesn't concern me. What I am concerned about is the hematocele.
Because of the size of the hematocele, which is a collection of blood, it was very likely that the circulation to the testicle was compromised.
Is that bad?
Yes, we have to operate immediately or else.
I had a strong suspicion I wasn't getting the whole story from this couple. So once again, I asked the couple what happened.
If there's something you're not telling us, now would be the time.
No more silly lying. I know this is embarrassing, Di, but this is testicle life and death.
Maybe he wasn't just playing with the vacuum. It's possible that we were trying to spice things up.
And this is when they finally came clean. They were trying something new sexually. She'd like to dress up and put on one of his suits, and apparently the patient enjoyed dressing up as a maid.
Do the dusting next.
Yes, ma'am.
Why doesn't the naughty maid put her brush on the vacuum hose?
He started using the vacuum cleaner on her. She liked it so much she wanted to do the same for him. When she went to do that, the attachment apparently fell off that they were using. The vacuum cleaner suction being so powerful apparently was immediately drawn to the genitals. And trapped the penis and the testicle.
Are you okay? Oh my God.
And that's how they wound up at the emergency department.
I was just trying to spice things up. I knew the Power Master had powerful suction, but I didn't realize how strong it was.
I'm glad that the truth finally came out. It's important for me to know exactly what happened.
I thought that saying that he was playing with the vacuum would be less embarrassing than admitting our kinky truth.
No, not the case.
The patient's wife was embarrassed and apologized to me for not telling the truth up front.
Unfortunately, there's still work to be done. I have to open up the area around the testicle, drain the blood out, and close it back up.
And then he'll be good as new.
If it hasn't been too long.
I just hope we'll make it in time to save it. The surgery is a success. The patient is wheeled back to the emergency department.
The operation was a complete success.
I gave the big sigh of relief.
Now, the healing process might be a little painful, so he'll need to take it easy for about a week. And no vacuum cleaners, especially around the genitals.
I warned him that the vacuum cleaner is very powerful and should never be used sexually. He could return to business as usual.
As long as business does not involve a vacuum, case closed. Another day, another penis saved.
Yes, good job, Doc.